I have an idea for an app, but the problem is I'm a designer, not an expert developer, and I don't have months to learn how to code or pay someone thousands to do it for me. But there are some AI tools out there that promise to build an app for you. So I'm putting two of them to the test. I'll build the same app with both tools and see which one actually works. Will AI live up to the hype? Or will it be a complete disaster? Hey humans, I'm Brom, a product and UX designer and general technology geek. AI is rapidly changing the way we work, but can it change the way we build products? I've been seeing all these no-code AI-powered tools that promise that they can turn your idea into a working app. That sounds great, but I'm not sure I believe it, so I'm going to test it for myself. I'll use two new popular AI dev tools called Lovable.dev and Bolt.new. I'll get them to build the same app, compare the results, and see which one, if any, are worth using. If you've ever wanted to build an app but didn't know where to start, this could be the shortcut that you need. So to actually test this out, I'm going to need an idea for an app. I once read somewhere that if you want to make a habit stick, it takes around 21 days of practice. No idea if that's true, but I like building healthy habits. So I'm going to try it and build an app that tracks them. The idea is that users enter a habit that they would like to track, for example, drinking water or exercising regularly. Each day they tap a button in the app to mark that habit as done, and the app keeps track of their streaks and progress. No complicated features, just a simple app to stay consistent. So why did I go with this idea? I wanted it to be fully testable. The app builders should be able to handle everything without limitations. I've tested this once before, and when I got complex with the idea, it tried to pull in AI, which means I had to understand APIs to pull in information from ChatGPT, and it got really complex, and I gave up. So we're going to keep it simple. Both tools will be tested on how they develop simple features like user input, tracking, and user interface design. If these AI tools can build something useful, that proves that they might be actually useful for building real-world applications, which would be awesome and also really scary. Okay, so I've got both Lovable and Bolt up on the screen here. As you can see, they're both pretty similar. A simple text input area and some basic instructions. Lovable seems to have a load more marketing stuff on their homepage. Not sure about this video. These humans look like they were created by AI. Creepy. Anyway, I've created accounts for both of these, which seem to be free, which is good. So to get this to work, I'm going to need to create a prompt. I spent some time putting one together, which you can access in the description if you like. I won't read it all out as it's quite long, but the short of it is, I'm building a simple habit tracker app. The idea is that you enter a habit like drinking water or exercising and check it off daily to track your progress. The app will show streaks and stats to help you stay consistent. The interface should be simple, just a list of habits, a button to mark them as done, and a progress tracker. This lets me test if these AI tools can build a functional app from start to finish, compare how easy each tool is to use, and see which one creates the best version of the habit tracker. So let's see how they do. Rightio, let's start with Bolt. I'm going to paste the prompt in here and see what happens. So it's taken my prompt. It says it's setting up main components and UI structure. Wow, I mean, you can literally see it writing the code and files here. I've worked with a load of developers for years, and none of them can write code as fast as this. But it doesn't mean it's any good though. Okay, so it's created a clean UI, nothing amazing, but it seems functional. It's given a rundown of what it's done on the left, and that all looks good. Clean UI, etc. So, does it work? Let's test it out. I'm going to see if I can reduce my caffeine consumption down to 1 coffee a day. I drink way too many at the moment. So frequency options, daily, weekly, or custom. What does custom do? I see, you can set it to every X days. I'll set it to daily. So set a reminder, cool, yep, every evening, 10 PM, why not? So I can enter it manually, or click this clock icon, I think. 10 PM will do. Right, click add habit. What's it gonna do? Wow, that's pretty cool. A nice little card with the habit I wanted, set to daily, and I can mark it as complete. Wow. So I don't love the UI or layout very much. I wonder if we can tweak it. What will happen if I ask it to modify how it looks? I already know some apps I enjoy using, so we could just see if it can redesign the UI using that and a prompt. So what I'm going to do here is paste this in. Redesign the user interfaces into 2 columns. Text field on one side and habit cards on the other. Use Netflix style colors, typography and style. Wow, so the input prompt I gave it was pretty simple, and it seems to understand what I want. It's not bad. Again, seems to have taken the general style of Netflix and applied it. Don't love, but good enough to test with real people. That's scary. Okay, let's move on to the next AI-powered product development tool, Lovable. I'm going to input exactly the same prompt as we did for Bolt and see what it comes up with. Here we go. Okay, so it seems to take a bit longer to get going. It's also not clear what file structure it's creating. I like the breakdown of what it's doing in the left though, seems cool. Seems to be significantly slower. Here we go, the preview is ready. Now, I like this UI much better. It's a fresh, modern, maybe a little generic, like a Behance portfolio or something. So does it work? Let's give it a go and see. I'll click the add habit button. Nice, it opens in a modal. Clever how it adds extra bits of functionality I hadn't even asked for. I'll add the same habit here. Drink 1 coffee. I'll go with daily again. Now, if I complete this, what happens? Amazing. Animated UI, dashboard updated. I'm guessing the button will reappear tomorrow to click again. No reminder added by default like Bolt, but overall a much better interface and experience. So one of the other tests I wanted to run isn't just whether these tools can create an app, it's whether real people would actually use it. Both Lovable and Bolt let you create a public URL and publish it, which means you can instantly share it for feedback. No complicated setup, no need for developers, just a working link you can send to potential users. Now, I didn't spend much time refining the app prompt when I was working on it, but imagine this, you get real feedback from real users. You could take that straight back to Lovable or Bolt, give it the context that you've received this feedback, and instantly generate an improved version based on the feedback. That level of iteration, without requiring a developer, could be a real game changer. So, after all that, which one actually developed a better app? Bolt delivered a functional, no-frills app. It worked well. It even introduced a custom time picker. Technically it did the job, but the UI felt a bit basic. Lovable, on the other hand, crafted a really slick, professional-looking UI. The dashboard-style cards gave it a much more refined, polished feel. While it missed the working time picker, overall the design quality was miles ahead of Bolt. So functionally, Bolt had the edge in execution, but in terms of visual appeal and user experience, Lovable was the clear winner. I'll definitely be testing it again to see if I can take a more detailed design prompt to it. Imagine being able to design an app in Figma, upload a few assets, and have an AI build it for you. That would be a game changer. So would I recommend them? Or is traditional development still better? If you're trying to validate an idea quickly, these tools could be really useful. A huge amount of time and money in product development is always spent on just getting something built to test with real people. And these apps speed up that process dramatically. For small teams and startups, this could be a major advantage. But if you're looking to productize an idea that's beyond early stage prototype, you'll still need the traditional cross-functional team of a designer, a developer, and a product manager. This will still get you the best outcome. For how long though? That's the big question. The way AI is evolving, the need for traditional ways of developing might not be around for much longer. So does AI make building an app effortless? Not quite, but it definitely speeds things up and is changing the space of validating ideas really quickly. After trying both tools, I definitely had a favourite. Have any of you tried these tools or any others out there? If you enjoyed this and want to level up your design skills even more, check out this video. Go on, click it. In the meantime, keep calm, stay creative, and I'll catch you in the next one. Regularly. Talk properly, Bromley.